There will be moments at work when somebody treats you unfairly. They may disrespect you, exclude you, talk about you behind your back, take credit for your work, question your competence, roll their eyes when you speak, or behave as though your presence alone is somehow offensive to them. And in that moment, you will have a decision to make. Do you become like them, or do you do the next right thing? Now understand something. Doing the next right thing does not mean being weak. It does not mean allowing people to walk all over you. It does not mean remaining silent while someone mistreats you. And it certainly does not mean pretending that disrespect is acceptable. You can document what happened. You can speak up. You can set boundaries. You can report misconduct. You can remove yourself from certain situations. You can decide that somebody no longer gets access to you. But you can do all of those things without becoming cruel. That is the difference. Stoicism was never about becoming passive. It was about becoming disciplined. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself constantly that other people would sometimes be selfish, dishonest, arrogant, jealous, and difficult. His job was not to become shocked every time it happened. His job was to decide what kind of man he would be when it did. That lesson still applies today, especially at work, because some people will invite you into their dysfunction. They will bait you. They will make the sarcastic comment and wait for you to respond. They will send the disrespectful email and hope you fire one right back. They will gossip about you and hope you start gossiping about them. They will try to drag you into the mud. Do not go. There is an old saying often attributed to Mark Twain. Never argue with a fool because they will drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. Whether Twain actually said it or not, the lesson is worth remembering. Some battles cannot be won because the person you are fighting is playing a completely different game. You are trying to solve a problem. They are trying to create one. You are trying to communicate. They are trying to provoke. You are trying to move forward. They are trying to make sure nobody does. Do not confuse refusing to participate with losing. Sometimes walking away is the victory. Sometimes silence is the victory. Sometimes documenting what happened and calmly moving through the proper channels is the victory. Sometimes looking somebody directly in the eye and saying, "That was inappropriate," is the victory. The goal is not to be nice. The goal is to remain in control of yourself. Because once another person can control your behavior by controlling your emotions, you have handed them power. They insult you and suddenly you are yelling. They exclude you and suddenly you are plotting revenge. They gossip about you and suddenly you are gossiping too. Now look what happened. They did not just mistreat you, they changed you. Do not give anybody that much power. Your character should not depend upon somebody else's behavior. If you are kind, be kind because kindness is one of your values. If you are professional, be professional because professionalism is one of your standards. If you are honest, remain honest even when dishonesty would feel satisfying. Your standards belong to you. Do not lower them simply because somebody else has low standards of their own. And here is something else we do not talk about enough. Happy, secure, emotionally healthy people generally do not spend their days trying to humiliate other people. People who feel good about themselves usually do not need to make everybody around them feel small. People who are confident in their abilities do not have to sabotage somebody else's. So when somebody continuously mistreats people without cause, pay attention. Their behavior is information, tells you something about them. You do not have to diagnose them. You do not have to understand their childhood. You do not have to figure out why they are miserable. You simply need to recognize what their behavior is telling you and respond accordingly. Information, not identity. Their disrespect is information about their character. It is not a definition of yours. Their jealousy is information. Their cruelty is information. Their hostility is information. Their attempts to undermine you are information. Take the information. Make wise decisions. But do not swallow the poison. Because sometimes people are irritated by your light simply because it reminds them how long they have been sitting in darkness. Your confidence bothers them. Your peace bothers them. Your competence bothers them. Your joy bothers them. Your ability to walk into a room without begging for approval bothers them. Your unwillingness to participate in foolishness bothers them. That does not mean you should dim yourself. And it certainly does not mean you should climb down into the darkness and join them. Keep the light. Just become wiser about who gets close enough to enjoy it. That is what boundaries are for. You can love humanity and still lock your door. You can wish someone well and still stop answering their calls. You can forgive somebody and still never trust them again. You can behave with dignity and still make it very clear that disrespect has consequences. Doing the next right thing does not mean there are no consequences. It means the consequences come from wisdom instead of revenge. That is maturity. That is self-command. That is Stoicism. Before you react, ask yourself 3 questions. What actually happened? What is within my control? And what response will I still respect tomorrow? That last question will save you from a lot of regret. Because anger wants satisfaction right now. Wisdom thinks about tomorrow. Anger says, let me show them. Wisdom says, let me protect myself. Anger says, I hope they suffer. Wisdom says, I hope I never become them. That is the real victory. Not destroying your enemy, not humiliating your coworker, not winning the argument. The victory is walking through ugly situations without allowing them to make you ugly. And yes, there will be times when you have to defend yourself. Defend yourself. There will be times when you need to say no. Say no. There will be times when you need to escalate something. Escalate it. There may even be times when you need to leave. Leave. But whatever you do, try to do the next right thing. Not the most satisfying thing. Not the pettiest thing. Not the thing that will make the best story at happy hour. The right thing. Because every difficult person eventually gives you an opportunity to decide who you are. Anybody can be gracious when everyone is gracious to them. Anybody can be peaceful when nobody is challenging them. Anybody can claim to have character when character costs nothing. But when somebody treats you badly and you still refuse to surrender your integrity, that is character. When somebody lies about you and you continue telling the truth, that is character. When somebody tries to embarrass you and you remain composed, that is character. When somebody hopes to make you bitter and you become wiser instead, that is power. So the next time somebody treats you wrong, remember this. You do not have to become their punishment. Life can handle that. Your responsibility is to remain responsible for yourself. Protect your peace. Protect your reputation. Protect your boundaries. Protect your future. But protect your character too. Because jobs change. Coworkers disappear. Managers move on. Departments reorganize. Companies restructure. And eventually, many of the people who once occupied so much space in your mind become names you barely remember. But you still have to live with yourself. So when they go low, you do not have to pretend they did not. You simply refuse to build a home down there with them. Stand up. Speak clearly. Set the boundary. Take the information. Then do the next right thing. Again, and again, and again. Not because they deserve your goodness, because you deserve to keep your character.